video, I am doing my writing journey number 10. So it recently occurred to me that I'm actually working on 4 different books. 3 are full-length novels and 1 is a novella, but yeah, that's quite exciting. So I'm now going to share with you little tidbits on all the things I'm working on and the process and all that usual good stuff. I'm going to start with Ashes of Legends, which I recently sent to my new editor, and by new editor I mean not the same editor that I used for the Water Rushes series. The reason being that I felt that our styles were not the same, and what I love about this new editor is that I got to get a sample of her work beforehand, and I realized when looking for this editor that many editors do that. So I probably should have done that in the beginning, but I was a novice, I didn't know what I was doing. Now I'm learning more about the industry. So yes, one little tip: if you are writing a book and are looking for an editor, vet the editor and get them to send you a sample of their work. It's a way for them to see if they like what you've written, and a way for you to see if you like how they edit it. So I didn't get to do that with the Water Rushes series. So I mean, I love my edits, I love the Water Rushes series, I love the edits that that guy did, but I felt like it wasn't the right fit. It wasn't like the perfect mesh, because you want your editor to kind of become your partner in crime, because you're both creating this masterpiece and you're working towards something amazing and exciting together. And I find that sometimes with the editor for the Water Rushes series we have a different vision, which is not necessarily bad. It's just that I get to pick and choose at the end of it. Obviously I get the final say on what goes into the book and what doesn't go into the book, and I realized that most of what he was suggesting wasn't going into the book. So I was kind of like, well, I appreciate his time and his effort, but perhaps that means that we're not that compatible. I'm not sure. I'm still going to continue with him for the rest of the series because he knows the book, he knows the characters, he's grown and evolved with me and the characters, but I just thought for Ashes of Legends, it's a new series, let me try somebody new, and I got to vet about 6 or 7 editors before I finally chose one, so that was so nice. I also learned about content editing and line editing and copyright editing, because there's just so many different layers to the editing process, which again, I didn't know. I was just like, editor, edit. So yes, I really enjoyed this process of searching for editors, and I'm so excited to work with this new editor who's called Rebecca J. Cox, and she was so highly recommended in the indie community. I just put a post in this group that I'm a member of on Facebook asking about editors and if they could recommend anyone, and 90% or 80% of the people recommended her. So I was so excited when she said she was available, and then we did the sample edit and she loved the story and I loved her edit. So yes, we're making a partnership and I'm so excited! So that would be, to me, I call her the limbs. As you know, I have my bones of the story where I add the bare minimum, and then I have my meat, and then I have my heart, and then I send it to the better readers, and I feel like the better readers are the arms. So they create some limbs, you know, they're the arms, they get it going, they get it moving a little bit, and then I get back and I fix up whatever the better readers say and suggest, and you know, pick and choose there, and then I send it to the editor, and I feel like the editor are the legs, you know, she gets it really moving, you know, it's a full formed body then, we're good to go, and then it goes out into the world and it comes alive and it goes to you guys, and I call you guys the brain. And the reason I call you guys the brain is because it comes alive, and you know, like, you can be a great body, but if you're brain dead, you're not moving, right? So it's a great body, I've got this awesome body, and then I send it out into the world to you, and you guys are the brains, because it comes alive in your brains, it comes alive in your imagination, you breathe life into it, you get everything flowing and moving. Woo! Anyways, so once I get it back from Rebecca and we go back and forth and it's finally finished, which I imagine will be sometime towards the end of January, I'm thinking, then it will be released. I don't know when in 2018, but fingers crossed, sometime in the very near future, you guys will finally get to read Ashes of Legends, and I'm so excited for you to read Ashes of Legends! The second book that I'm working on is Ashes of Legends 2. So I recently started brainstorming that, and the brainstorming is going so well. It's literally just pouring out of me, I guess because I already knew what I wanted to write, because I've got like the trilogy in my mind. So it's just going. So what I'm doing now is, again, the very bare bones. So I'm just writing out the main plot points, but there's quite a lot of them. So in my mind it's a trilogy, but let's see. But yes, I've just been putting the playlist together and getting the fantasy images in my mind and just seeing it all and just so I'm very excited, if you cannot tell, about the Ashes of Legends series. The third book that I am working on takes us back to the original baby, the Water Rushes series. So this book is the 4th book in the Water Rushes series, but as you all know, there is a 3.5th book, which is the technical 4th book, but it's just a novella. So now I'm working on the actual 4th novel. So I'm actually going to tell you the title of the 4th book, because I have that title and I'm so excited to share it with you guys, but I'm going to tell you that title probably when I release the novella, which is book 3.5. and that's at the moment, that is the 4th book that I'm working on. My planned release for that, I'm hoping, will be February 2018, so very, very soon. And so just back to the 4th book, which I almost said the name of, so back to the 4th book of the Water Rushes series. With that one, it is now almost 90,000 words. So again, with the same thing with Ashes of Legends, where I feel like it's a trilogy, but it might be longer. With the Water Rushes series, my plan was a 5-book series plus a novella, but the 4th book is getting quite long now, so I'm thinking maybe I'll have to split it into 2 books and it becomes a 6-book series with a novella, or I might be able to get it down. But yes, I'm also having a lot of fun working on the 4th book in the Water Rushes series, and that I also don't know when it's going to release, but I feel like maybe the summer of 2018, because the novella 3.5 will come out in February, and then I suppose, based on that logic, then perhaps Ashes of Legends will be towards the end of 2018, but I do not know. With that, I will be releasing the Ashes of Legends series in a completely different way to how I've released the other books that I've done in the past, because it's a new release, and basically with That Water's Edge, as you all know, that was my debut book, and I was very new to the industry and to how things were done in the industry, so I just kind of put it out there. But with Ashes of Legends, I want to do it right, with the right promotions, with the right people, and just get it going from the beginning the way that it should go, always. Because now I'm getting better at how releases should go, and now I'm learning the marketing tricks and trades, and it's been fantastic. But of course, now I'm just like, I wish I knew that back then. And now, off the top of my head, I do believe that those are my only points to fill you in on my writing journey so far. If you have any questions that you want to ask me that you would like me to answer in my next writing journey, then do let me know. I love answering questions for you guys and giving you guys feedback on whatever you want to know. If you have any opinions, if you've read any of my books and you want to write a review, then please do let me know where you put the review, because I would love to read it. If you have any questions about the marketing process, about new releases, and stuff like that, then yes, feel free to message me on here, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, email me, whatever, and let me know your questions, and I will answer them in my next video. Well, in my next writing journey video. And until next time, I'll see you